Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Siouxland's Chief Meteorologist, Chad Sandwell, and we've been getting a few questions, also a couple of calls in the newsroom about why we're seeing a red tint to the sky this morning, and it all focuses on what happened over the weekend out in eastern Montana. Of course, they've got some wildfires there. Then during the overnight hours, what we had is a cold front that pushed through the area, and that cold front, when it came through, brought northwesterly winds. So when you have the northwesterly winds coming through, you get the smoke and the haze from the fires out west that eventually make their way into our area. And they started pushing into the area right around 6 o'clock or so this morning. So that is why, again, we're seeing the hazy skies as you wake up on this Labor Day morning, and why we're also seeing a little bit of a red tint to the sunshine out there. So again, nothing to be overly concerned about, just a little bit of smoke and haze that we are seeing out there this morning from those wildfires out there in Montana. Eventually they'll continue to move through. Now, when you look at the visible satellite imagery, if you go to our website, siouxlandnews.com, or our Facebook page, I've put the latest visible satellite imagery up there. You can clearly see the smoke and the haze on the satellite and visible imagery. It extends all the way back up to Sioux Falls, so it's likely that this smoke and haze that we're seeing in the skies this morning probably going to stick around through the early afternoon. And at that point, what we're going to be looking at is probably partly cloudy skies through the afternoon. So while we are seeing mostly clear skies officially, we do have that smoke and haze that's going to be out there for a little while today. Aaron Morgan asks if it's risky to be outside breathing wise. It really depends on your individual situation. Haven't gotten any advisories actually on the air itself being bad. But again, that smoke and haze is causing the sky to become a little bit disturbed in terms of its view this morning. Coming up tonight at 5 o'clock on Siouxland News at Sunrise, we'll have some video of the haze, a little bit more in better detail, and also what we'll be seeing in terms of its red. I'm going to flip the camera around right now and look off towards Sioux City, and you can certainly see that the skies definitely have a gray look to them. Not any clouds, certainly not seeing that, as high pressure is building in behind a cold front that came through this morning. But what we're looking at is just some smoke and haze. This is not uncommon this time of year as we get the wildfires out west. Of course, the wildfire in Montana, nothing like what they're seeing out in California, but you can definitely see the smoke and the haze across the horizon here from our Siouxland News studios out here in Dakota Dunes. As we look back towards Dakota Dunes proper, what we're seeing though, if I can tilt the camera up just a little bit, and you can see maybe a little bit of that sunshine that we're seeing up there. You can see a little bit of the high cloudiness, and also the sun getting a little bit more of an orange tint to it. Very early this morning, as the sun was making its way above the horizon, we saw a little bit more of a red tint to it this morning. So again, smoke and haze from the wildfires out there in South Dakota, or in Montana rather, and the northwesterly winds helping to blow some of that smoke and haze into our area this morning. So we're basically looking out over I-29 right outside our studios here in Dakota Dunes, and overall a nice cool morning. Nothing bad about the weather at all. It's just going to take some time with those northwest winds kicking in 15 to 20 miles an hour for that smoke and haze to finally kick out of the area. Looks like it may take a little bit of time, but again, we eventually will be looking at much better conditions, I think, later this afternoon and certainly through this evening. So Amy Madden says, good morning. Vanessa Hamilton wondered why the sky looked different this morning. Well, that's the reason why, the smoke and haze. It was hard to see it on the imagery this morning from the satellite imagery because we were waiting for the sun to be able to see it on the visible satellite imagery, but overall, again, it was something that was depicted late yesterday across portions of western South Dakota, and with that cold front coming through overnight, we definitely did see some of that smoke and haze make it into our area this morning. So again, if you're wondering about the forecast, it's going to be a great Labor Day, no doubt about that. Looking at partly cloudy skies, temperatures should reach the upper 70s. It'll be cool tonight with temperatures down into the 40s, and then for tomorrow, highs right around 70 degrees. But again, the sunshine does look like it is going to be pretty nice over the next couple of days. Sarah Brown asks if it's risky to be outside breathing wise. Sarah, we haven't gotten any reports or anything of air quality issues, so I would say all systems are go, but if you are one who has respiratory issues and when smoke does move in, I would definitely take precautions, but no official advisories or alerts as far as the air quality goes here in Siouxland. So anyway, That's going to do it from here in Dakota Dunes, from outside our Siouxland News studios. Again, if you want the latest on the forecast this afternoon, meteorologist Lydia Knox will have it for you coming up tonight at 5, 9, and 10. Have a great afternoon, everyone.